My apologies, folks. I've been trying to get on for the past couple of minutes, and I kept getting this error message, and you get into panic mode because it's like it's time. I used to do the schedule where I will schedule it to start, but I ran into a whole lot of hiccups with that, so I said, all right, let me just wait till the time and hit stream, right? So this time, I'll figure it out. Welcome back. All right. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit a like, a share, something that will help the channel keep moving forward. We appreciate all the help. We appreciate everyone tuning in. The chats. I'm still gonna be trying to set some things up here. So just kind of bear with me. You're actually gonna go through. I'm gonna be answering a couple of questions. One was from Larry. Larry is one of our dedicated subscribers, and he comments often, and he'll ask me questions, even reach out to me through different social media platforms. And so I have an answer. I think I gave an answer, but there was a part 2 to it, and I may have missed that one. So I'm going to try to answer that. And also comments for earlier this week. But in the meantime, let's kind of make sure that everyone know that we have a MonroeVacuum.com site that you can go and you can contact me through there. A lot of people would go through the contact page and just reach out and ask me a question. And if I have the answer, I'll give it to you. And if I can point you in the right direction, I'll do that. Okay. And also, we have a merch place. If you want to support the page, go ahead. Check it out, please. We encourage you to do so. Okay. All right. We appreciate it. Thank you very much for everybody. All right. And let me kind of get right into it. I'm gonna get into what I'm doing right now. Actually, this wasn't even part of the show. It just happened to be that I was working on it, and I said, let me just wrap it up. But a part of the question that Larry had, I can use my prop here to answer it. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. But before we do that, let's do the comment of the week, and let's kind of get in, and maybe I can help someone with this. Take a look. Okay, so this is coming from Beyond Perfection 5514. All right. So, how do I fix my spot cleaner from shooting water out nonstop? The only time it doesn't shoot water out is when the carpet cleaner is in the upright position. The carpet cleaner is in the upright. Okay, I'm trying to imagine. This was from a the video was talking about the Pro Heat, right? The Pro Heat. So when I first heard spot cleaner, I'm thinking a portable cleaner, right? So just forgive me if I'm just kind of reaching here to try to solve this problem. So how do I fix my spot cleaner from shooting water out nonstop? All right. Okay. And the only time it doesn't shoot water stop is if it's in the upright position. All right. So that okay. So I'm taking two things from this. Okay. The first thing is you're talking about the portable handheld, uh, attachment that you use to kind of spot treat when you go to, clean your upholstery, your stairs, or maybe there's one little spot in the carpet and you just want to kind of use that. I'm thinking that's one option. The next option is that when you recline your upright, right, the water just pours out. But when you go up, right, standing upright, it doesn't pour out. Okay, so I'm gonna try to answer both of those questions because it's gonna have to be one of those. All right, because I'm really reaching here based on how it's written. Um, okay, let's do this. Now, don't forget to hit your notification bell, subscribe. Okay, thanks to everybody. All right, let me get on my trusty gloves. And so okay, so I'm gonna have to think this through. Let's see where we're heading. All right, so if it's the Okay. All right. It's gonna sound long-winded a little bit, but let me start from the beginning. So I'm gonna move over to the overhead because I can use a drawing. I can use my little drawing board to do that. Okay, at the same time. All right. I got where's my markers? All right, I got thick ones. Thick enough. This should do the trick. Big thick blue. This is dry eraser. Where my Sharpies at? Huh? My Sharpies. Yeah, let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna put my little art bag over here. And I'm gonna move this vacuum out of the way and we will get started, folks. See me looking around, right? I'm looking for my little shaft. Here it is. My little wand that I use to move my camera. All right. Okay, I'm gonna slide the camera over. We're gonna slide over to the other side. Okay. We're over here. Okay, mouse overhead cam. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, let's see what we got cooking. All right, so let me try to answer this question first. Let me try to answer the first question. Let me move this out the way because we're gonna get back to this. Because one of the questions that I have to answer has to do with this little piece I'm working on here. So the first thing is, let's say it's the hose, okay? All right. Golly. I got something else I want to share with you. I did something different with my vacuum. Hold on, I gotta clean this desk. I did something different with my vacuum. I'm still working on it though. But I'm gonna tell you what I did up to this point. But I'm still working on it. All right. Somebody remind me to share it. Oh, let me open the chat, man. Let me open the chat, guys. Give me a second. Let's turn this down. Look at the top of my bald head. Let me open that, guys. Give me a moment. I'm gonna open this. Let's see if I can do this properly. Um, am I doing this right? Okay, we are here. Give me a moment, folks. I'm sorry. I'm just opening this box just because if I have a question, it is a Q&A, and I would hate that I can't see this. And Larry was kind enough to let me. Man, Larry's the coolest dude, man. Listen, there are people that pop up that will kind of steer you down a road, and you sometimes you don't even know the road you're on, right? You're just doing the best you can, and take it, man. Take it as it comes. You never know who's guiding your path. Holy cow. Um, what's going on, man? I can't. It's working. It's not dragging. Hi, Damba. Let's do this again, folks. I'm sorry about this. I am trying to get this chat to move. Here we go. All right. Okay. And who is this here? Okay, Calvin. Hey, man. Welcome back, bro. It's been a minute. I have a question. Can you use a rigid wet dry vac for a normal house? Yes. Yes, you can. Golly, man. It's funny. I am about to show someone how what I did to my vacuum. All right. Hang around. Hang around. Yes, you can though. Rigid is a very good strong vacuum unit. Very basic stuff. I love basic vacuums. Okay. Because at the end of the day, I would hate to get like overly fancy things that don't work. Right. I really let's say you got a PS5, right? I just got one for my birthday. um, and the damn thing doesn't work or the color sucks and all. But then the older version was just like simpler and get the job done, but maybe it doesn't have fancy lights and it's not glowing in the dark, or it doesn't have all these, bells and whistles, but it's functional. So simpler is better. So rigid is a great unit if you're okay with the setup. Like some people would prefer to have um rotating brushes, and there's a lot of things to consider when choosing a vacuum for your house. Um, but don't feel too limited by the fact that something says commercial, because Pro Team is a good commercial upright. It's just that it's a little bit more bulkier, and a person look at it and it looks, it's like, this is a commercial. It's old school design. It looks like the old Electrolux. Anyway, I didn't want to go off on a tangent too much, but yeah, yeah, rigid is a good idea. Okay, that's no problem. I have no problem with that. All right. Okay, so let me try to answer this question so we can move on. All right, and let me turn my laptop so I can. Testing, 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 test. I tell you, man. I swear, I swear, I'm telling you. You know what my name stands for? Okay, I'm gonna tell you what my name stands for. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you my name. I'm gonna show you my name. Hold on. And this thing thinks it's gonna beat me. All right. I swear, it's not gonna beat me. Watch this. Okay. Um I think my memory is taxed. You know, I even use external drive and everything else, and but I think that's what's happening right now. Okay. So don't worry, I'm gonna fix it. But this is what my name stands for. All right. Just so you know why it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you damn the torpedoes. Okay? damn, damn the torpedo. You kidding me? Okay. How's this? Can you see? W A Y N E. That's me. Okay. So my mic can go out. All right. Maybe I'll do a show and nobody shows up. But guess what? This is this is within my control. I control this. All right. Just remember that. Next time we try to blame somebody for our downfall, it's because they said this to me. They said this and they made me feel bad. All right. Like with children, right? Okay, so I was messing with this thing here. I was changing a brush and not the brush, but really what it was that the power was messed up on this one. And I started to change it, and it just so happened that it ran over, the time ran over. And so now this is a part of my demo. Okay, so I'm just putting this on. So now here's a little lesson while I'm doing this. When you're changing belts, you see how it's on the side like this? It's not quite here in the middle. Be very careful of this because I've done it myself where you put the belt on, you think it's on, and piece of it is stuck underneath this bridge where the opposite end of this little thing right here. Okay. And then the moment you turn it on and you're thinking that you everything is fixed, the belt breaks again. And you're like, man, something is wrong, you know. But all it is, you just have to kind of do this. Like you see what I'm doing here. Okay, and just kind of get it centered. Okay. And then you can go ahead and install your grill. All right. I'm not gonna put all the screws in. I'm just gonna hold it here so while I move on to the next thing. Okay, next thing. All right. Let's check out this Dyson. This is a slightly I had the similar issue last week with the Dyson, and had a similar issue last week. Okay. Thanks a lot, Calvin. I appreciate it, man. Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. So I had a similar issue last